Okay, I'm going to fill out the information for Class A first, right over here. So I'm going to use one color for all of my information for Class A, and I'm going to always use the column to the left of the category that I'm looking at. So if sledding has 7 voters, 7 people voted that sledding was their favorite activity, then I would shade all the way in until 7. Now, if you look at the key, it says one box equals 5 students. So if I shade in one box, that's only 5 students. I would have to go past 5 to represent 7, but not all the way up till 10 because then I went too far. So I would draw a little bit past 5 and you can shade that in. Then I go up to skiing and that says 5. So I find the word skiing and that means 5 people from Class A really enjoy skiing. I wonder if that's snow skiing or water skiing. I've done both. They're both fun. Swimming. 6 students voted for swimming. I also like swimming. So I'm going to go past that 5 mark, but it should not look equal to 5 because it's 6 people voted. So make sure it looks different than 5 because we are going to compare this data later on. Surfing, 3. So it has to be less than 5. Now you're going to choose another color for Class B so that you can tell the difference, and also it represents another class. Sledding, 8 people voted. So you can see that sledding was more popular for Class B than Class A. So 8 people. Now remember, you said that sledding was 7 votes, so slightly above, and it's still below 10. So there's your 10 mark, there's your 5. You said this was 7, so this is 8 voters. Then over here, we said that 5 people voted, and I realized that it's not exactly on the line. It's kind of hard to use your mouse, so just try your best to be precise. Skiing for this group was 7 voters. So again, it's going to be equal to this bar because they voted, 7 people voted for sledding over here, but this class, 7 people voted for skiing. So your bar for 7 should look like your bar for 7. Then swimming, 2 voters. Okay, so the closest thing to that would be your 3 that you already used. That means that it has to be less than that bar for 2 voters. And it's a little tricky because they're counting by 5s here, and these numbers are either lower than those increments or higher than those increments. And I realized that they didn't provide a column for surfing. So then I'm going to go ahead and just add that information in with 7 voters. Again, that is equal to sledding over here, and then also skiing. So I just try to keep an even line there as best I can. And that should still look a little bit taller than your 5 mark. Okay, you can also rely on these numbers for your calculations later on when we start asking questions about your data. So I'm going to give you a moment to try to fill this in the best that you can, and then we can answer some questions by looking at the graph and the data together.